Hello, good evening, everybody. Good evening, and welcome to class. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. Let me invite more people to join us here. Please do well to invite more people to join us. Yes, do well to invite more people to join us. Do well to invite more people to join us, Biko. Yep. I am trying to invite more people to be part of this live session. Yep. Let's invite more people to join us. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. This is going to be an interactive session. I will allow you to also come up live here so that you can also share your experience, because like I said, it's going to be an interactive session, and what we are doing is we are sharing personal experience as well. I want to believe those that are joining us on this session, they are fashion business owners. So basically what we'll be discussing has a lot to do with the fashion business. Yes, we are focusing on the fashion business landscape. So thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Please do well to invite more people to join us here. I have my list here. The way I do it whenever I have decided to come here to come and teach, I make sure that I have my bucket list of what I want to talk about. So please, let's double tap, let's power tap, so that more people will have the opportunity of seeing this session and they will be able to also join us. Please do well. Thank you so much for joining Orezi Couture. Thank you for joining. Please, once you join, let me know where you're joining from. Willy Woman, thank you for joining. The Rush, thank you for joining. Triple A60, thank you for joining. Shalom, thank you for joining. I appreciate every one of you for coming around tonight. It's going to be very interactive and it's going to be very educative. That is just me. Otumba doesn't just come here without having something to really share with you guys. So I make sure I always have something for you. And the reason is because I value your time. I value your time so much. So I always appreciate it when you come over to class. And when you come over to class and, I see that, okay, you are doing something really, really worth it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, so, Lord Jesus. I just received the sad news now. Wow. Okay, I'll be fine. Sorry. I actually lost one of my classmates in school. Tosin. In protocol in church. In Ilorin. The fair guy. Yeah, so come on, see. Oh.
Hey,
I'm sorry about that. I just lost someone now. I just got the news of one of my friends that just. My gosh. May his soul rest in peace. Oh. Okay. You see, I always try to let people know something. We are all living on a borrowed time. Anything can happen anytime. That is not why I am here tonight. I am not here to come and talk about that. But then I'm just going to let you know this. We are all living on a borrowed time. So while you are alive, please make sure that you let you know your impact. Let people feel your impact. Make your life count while you are alive. Yes, please make your impact. Let everything count while you are alive. He is gone now. We are left to also decide whatever we want to do with our own life. I have decided to do what I am doing here. He has decided to do the good things he has been doing because I know him to be a good man. He has decided to do the good thing he has been doing, but then he's gone. So life just move on. You can see now, I felt bad, for just a while. But then I'm here now, I'm talking. I don't know. But then we're fine. So this evening we want to talk about something very, very crucial. Please do well to power tap so that we can have more people to join us on this live session. Please do well to power tap so that we can have more people to join us because I wouldn't want a situation whereby we are already talking and people will now be saying that, okay, please, what have you been saying since? No, please do well, invite more people as well. Invite more people. As you are tapping, I am also doing the same thing. I'm also doing the same thing here. So please, let's just do well to make sure we power tap so that at least more people will be able to join us. That should be our goal. That should be our goal. So we are starting. Okay. So basically the topic we are talking about tonight had to do with how to start a fashion business in Nigeria with a low capital. Yes, that is what we are talking about tonight. Starting your fashion business. Nigeria is a very unique country. And I hope you are still feeling this my cap. I told you, anytime you see me live, you always see me with this my signature cap. I might decide to use another cap maybe next time. But this one, please, I want you to get used to it. I want you to get used to it like ASAP. Yet get used to it. If you don't understand Yoruba, come and how did they even say it? Come and give me blue card. Yes, blue card. Come and Roger me. I'll teach you. I will interpret it for you. So, Nigeria is a unique country whereby, starting business, I can tell you for a fact, starting business is actually one of the easiest things for us to really do. Yeah, starting business in Nigeria is actually easy. Though, some of you might want to say that, Otumba, it is not true. But then, you know that it is actually true. You can just wake up now and decide that, okay, you want to start selling akara by the roadside and nobody will disturb you. I welcome everybody joining us live tonight. Pardon me if I don't recognize you and I decide to recognize some few people. I have Ogas here also. So when I see my Ogas coming in, because I beg no vex, I will have to recognize them. So please, I welcome Lady Beth. Just that's how one of my fellow Ogas also always call her, Lady Beth. You're welcome. We were on a live session on a platform on Sunday, and we're talking about intellectual property. You see, intellectual property as a fashion designer, it is a topic, it is a very broad topic that we all need to make sure we understand. See, fashion business is beyond you just sewing. Fashion business is beyond you just putting your tape. I think I should also go and put my tape on my neck so that you all know that I'm a fashion designer. Fashion business is more than that. Fashion business requires a lot of things. Some of it, I'm going to talk about it here. I want to talk about some of it here while I am giving out this session that I'm in. Fashion business is more than that. But then, how many of us understand that? We only think that okay, let me just go and let me go. Jackie Law Koshe. By the time I'm done learning, I'll just go and open shop. Fashion business is more than that. So I welcome Madam Beth here. My class governor at the Fashion Entrepreneurs Business Academy is also here. The Rush Empire. Thank you also for coming around. That's my class governor. I am the provost of a particular academy, Fashion Entrepreneurs Business Academy, and that academy. Things they happen for that place. Oh, Gaskia, things they happen for that place. Well, at the moment we are not admitting. So don't let me talk more about it because at the moment we are not admitting. So let me just leave it there. But those that are in the academy, they understand what I'm trying to say. So let me just leave it like that there. So like I was trying to say, the fashion industry, the fashion business is more than what you and I used to think that it is. No, it is more than that. Lady Beth, please, if you are free, please kindly send a request to me. If you are free, kindly send a request so that you can be up here because this is something that we are both talking about. And at the same time, I am going to give other people the opportunity to also talk, please. I'm going to give other people the opportunity to also talk, Biko. So it won't be only me here. Lady Beth, I can't see your request again, no. I think your request ran away. Maybe you're trying to join with another line. I'll be expecting your request. So, like I was trying to say, every one of you have the opportunity to also speak here. But please, when you are coming here to come and speak, please would appreciate if you share, if you talk to us, if you share from your wealth of experience, from your wealth of knowledge. Okay, she said she sent a request to me. Okay, I've accepted your request. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, you're welcome, Lady Beth. Just like Adasha, Madam Adasha always call you,
Good
Lady Beth.
evening.
You're welcome.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Otuba. I appreciate.
You're welcome, ma. You're welcome, ma. Thank you, ma. So, like I said, I'll be speaking about how to start a fashion business in Nigeria with low capital. And imagine you starting your fashion business in Nigeria with low capital and you are still doing the right thing. There is one thing I always tell them at the Fashion Entrepreneurs Business Academy. Start small and at the same time start right. Yes, start small and at the same time start right. This is something that has really, really helped me. You see, when I was starting my fashion business, one thing helped me. I knew what I wanted for myself from day one. I knew what I wanted for myself from day one, and it helped me to really, 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 narrow and stay focused in what I really wanted for myself. So, as a fashion designer, if you are just starting and you have a limited capital, you have a limited budget, there are few things you should learn to make sure you do. I'll be speaking from my own experience and what helped me. Like I said, I will allow others also to come here when it is time. I will allow you also to come here and also come and talk. Use your own. You can share your experience with us that has worked for you. Please, we don't just want experience that has not really worked. Share experience that has worked for you, that you feel if you share with people, people will also be able to learn from you. Please, I would want you to share that. So the first thing I would encourage you to make sure that you do is please make sure you know what you really want for yourself. Yes, that's the first thing. You are a male designer. By the time you are learning, or by the time you are done learning, okay, what exactly did you go and learn in the first place? When I went to go and learn fashion designing, I learned majorly native and few English wear, shirts, pants. That was what I learned. Now, the reason I decided to do that is because I know what it entails. To say if I want to be making suits, I know what it entails. So, what did I do? I made sure that I focus on just one aspect, that I know that, okay, by the time I start this, I will be able to market this well. When I am now making more money from it, when I'm now making more money from it, the next thing I will do is I'll be able to say, okay, I want to, diversify into another thing. So what did I do? I was focused on one aspect of what I really wanted for myself, because I don't have enough capital. My capital, I had a limited capital. So what did I want to do? I had to make sure that, okay, let me do this. Okay, thank you so much, Bradox. Is it Bradox Fashion Clothing? You say you're watching from Uganda, from Kampala, Uganda. Thank you so much for joining. We really appreciate you. So you make sure that you know what exactly you want for yourself. Now, if you notice, I am trying to avoid the word niching down, because along the line, I eventually ventured into something else. But when I was starting, I made sure I was focused. So I am using the word focus. You see, I always tell people at the Fashion Entrepreneurs Business Academy, they know me. They know Otumba will always say, me. See, we are all different. I talk from my own personal experience. I am not a fan of niching down if I am just starting. And that is why I told you that I do native, I do English wear, because I am a male tailor. I am not a fan of it. I am not saying that you should also copy me. Now, I will tell you the reason I decide to tell you not to niche down. Now, the reason is because I will tell you the reason why I don't always encourage niching down. Because number one, you don't know any of your products, any of your service that will make it to the limelight. It could be that native that you don't want to be showing, that people will really want. Imagine a situation, you are just starting. See, let us be very factual. Let us be sincere with ourselves. If you are just starting your fashion business, if you are just starting your business, the first thing that you are looking at doing first is survival. Disclaimer: I am not here to come and talk against any business owner. I'm not here to come and talk about anybody here, please. I am not. I am saying what worked for me and what is working for me. When I started my fashion business, I was doing the business because I wanted to survive first. It was after I have survived that I now decided that, okay, this is what I want to do. So majority of, see, except for those of you that you have someone that is bankrolling you, forget all these things. Majority of the top brands that you are looking at now, some of them did not start the way you started. Some of them do not start the way you started. I don't want to mention name. There is a particular brand that the person was more or less like a brand manager of a big brand before he ventured into fashion business. Someone said even I started to survive and also to avoid doing the 9 to 5 job because of my location. That is just it. There is a big brand that I know. This person was once the brand manager of a big company, of a multinational company. Now, do you want to flex muscle with such person by the time the person is now starting his or her fashion business? You can't. The person has money already in one account. Such person, especially those that are already working maybe in the bank and the likes, you now want to compare yourself with them. You that you bootstrapped your business. Bootstrapping means you starting using what you have in your account, your little savings. Maybe friends and family, they gave you money to start your business. You don't want to compare yourself by now saying, okay, you want to launch this collection, you want to do this, you want to do this, you want to do this, you want to make suits, no, you can't. So in that case, you stay focused. Like I said, if you notice, I'm trying to avoid the word niching down. You stay focused, because as time goes on, you will also diversify. That's just the truth. That is just the truth. As I'm speaking to you now, I'm currently working on I'm working on on a strategy for House of Rocher, because we are also diversifying. Why? We've been able to build the business. Lizzie, I am not using the word niche now. I am using the word focus. Because as time goes on, you will diversify your business. As I'm speaking to you now, we are currently working on, diversifying our business as well. I shared something very powerful with them at the business school yesterday night, because whenever I'm having my thinking moment, I always drop something powerful for them at the academy. I dropped something for them in the academy overnight today. Every one of them, they were like, Otumba, now how you they think? It is not my fault. It is not my fault. It is because I know what I want. I know what I want, and I want the people around me. You see, when I said the Fashion Entrepreneurs Business Academy is not just going to be just like all those other academy, I knew what I was saying, because I know what I want. So remain focused. If you are just starting your fashion business, the first thing is, please be focused. Learn to be focused when you are just starting. You don't need to do everything. Be focused. Be building it. As you build it, people will start getting to know you. Be focused and make sure that you are very good at what you are doing. You want to be sewing streetwear, please make sure you are good. Listen, for the fact that you don't have enough capital, that is the more reason you should invest so much in yourself, that people that are seeing your output, that people that are seeing what you are producing, they will not want to leave you alone. They will not want to leave you at any time. Imagine a situation whereby you are just starting your business. Listen, you are just starting your fashion business, and from day one, customers are already having issues with you. What do you think will happen? Omalanoni. You just go down, you start going down. So when you are learning the first thing, please make sure you are very good. Please, this is not the era where you will say you just want to rush out. I want to quickly learn how to make this. Boom, you bust out and say, you too, CEO self-employed. I am not against you becoming a CEO, please. But please, make sure you have the right, skill. I said something, I dropped the post for them today at the academy. The post, three things the post talked about. Make sure that you have a right mindset. The right mindset. Make sure that you have it. Then the next thing is you have the right knowledge. You have the right mindset, you have the right knowledge, then you have the right skill. Someone is saying that is what I'm struggling now. Probably, maybe he or she has made the mistake when it was just starting. Have the right mindset, have the right knowledge, and the skill. Some of you that you are here now, you are here for the knowledge. And at the same time, you just need to know that I'm also changing your mindset. Please don't forget to tap so that more people will be able to join us on this live session and be able to learn more from us, from this platform as well. You need to make sure that you have the right mindset, you have the right knowledge, and you have the skill. See, people say things like, just start. But please, when you are starting, start well. I understand you. Just start. But at the same time, when you have the right, the Bible says when the foundation be destroyed, what can the righteous do? If your foundation is not okay, how can you sustain what you are building? How can you sustain the building? Your foundation is already faulty. You now want to build on a faulty foundation. No. So make sure that when you are learning, when you are with your oga, yes, I'm using the word oga. When you are with your oga, please make sure that you learn the right thing from them. This is not the time for you to just say maybe you are just jumping from one place to another. Madam Beth is here. She's going to also talk about it. See, whether you like it or not. Someone said I should check my boss. Please, can you hear me? Can you hear me, please? Please, I want you to respond in the comment section. Someone is saying that I should check my my mic. I want to be very sure. Okay. Yes, loud and clear. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So back to what I was trying to say. See, whether you like it or not, whether you like it or not, that your boss that you think that maybe something is wrong, this boss is using me or the likes. I was talking with one of my friends yesterday. He said something about one of our friend is outside in Nigeria. When this guy wanted to get married, he reached out to some of us. That guys, I'm getting married. I want you to be among my men in Agbada, blah blah blah, and the likes. Guess what? We jumped on it. Okay, no problem. This, that, and so on. Guess what? Immediately after the wedding, do you know this guy did not even call us to check up on us if we have returned back to Ilorin? Then I was still in Ilorin. You know, this guy did not even reach out to us to really say that, okay, I want to check on you guys whether you've gotten to Ilorin. Do you know what that my friend said? That my friend said that, do you know that this guy just used us? And do you know immediately after the wedding, even we tried to reach out to him, just check up on him. This guy no, they reply us. Guess what? He said that the guy used us. Do you know what I told him? I said he was able to use us because we are useful. You are saying that your oga, they are using you. It is because you are useful. If you are not useful, they won't use you. The moment you are not useful, they will ignore you. So when someone is using you, see it as a way of learning. Disclaimer, me, I know they use people. My staff, they know me. I don't joke with their personal growth. I just realized something yesterday. I was not in the office yesterday. I just woke up yesterday morning. I decided that, okay, let me just stay back at home. Then the next thing, I said, okay, I wanted to have a virtual meeting with them. I realized that some of my staff, they don't know how to use some of those, meeting apps. I was like, I don't enter around. Me, I am teaching some people how to use it, but my own house is under fire. What did I do? I had to make sure I quickly teach them. So, you see, you need to make sure you invest also in your staff. Me, I don't use people. So, don't think that maybe because Otuma is using people, that is why he is saying that make yourself useful. I know they use that one. I know they use people. So, the first thing is, I said you should stay focused. If you don't have enough capital, make sure you stay focused so that you are able to really build expertise, so that you are able to really build yourself and people will really know you. Madam Doyin is here so that they will be using you. Yes, I want user. That's what they are always saying. That's what they are always using. That won't low me. Oga, Toro wulo lo se nlo. If you are not useful, talk about wulo. Imagine, the water you use in washing your hand. By the time you are done, what do? You pour it away. It's not useful again. It doesn't have any value again. So that is it. So the second option, the second thing I will tell you is start small, but grow big. I've always been saying this. Start small, but grow big. Let me share a personal experience with you. I've always been saying this. People that are close to me, they've always been hearing this over and over and over and over. Start small, grow big. My first grant my first scholarship with Faith Foundation and Facebook Nigeria, I was working from the house. In fact, one of my room is my office. I got the grants, the scholarship. That was in 2018. I got the scholarship. I think it was worth about 250,000 naira. Then in 2021, I got an equipment upgrade grant from UNIDO, United Nations Industrial Organization, in collaboration with UN Women, blah, blah, blah. There are much like that. Guess what? I got it while still working in my house. One of my rooms, one of these days, I'm going to post it. I'm going to post it here. One of my rooms was where I was working. When the representative of this of UNIDO, when he came down to Akure, because they came down to Akure to come and inspect where we are working from. When he came down, he saw it. It was like, really? So you are working from the house? I did not use because I am working from the house. I don't have this, I don't have that. No, I was working from the house. So if you are just starting and you don't have money, please start with what you have. There's no crime in it if you are working from your house. But just make sure, like I said, you are focused. You know what you want. You know why you are doing what you are doing. Don't be limited by your environment. I love that word. Don't be limited by your environment. But how many of us really wants to do that? No, we want to go and collect one big shop at Lekki. We want to go and collect one big shop at VGC. We now go and collect loan. You collect loan to go and get a shop that you don't have customer strength that will be paying the bills. Do you think when you collect a shop, you only think it's only the shop that you are paying for? You are paying for electricity. You are paying for water. You are paying, if you have staff, you will pay for staff. If you don't have staff, there are a lot of things. You pay for signage. A lot of things will come. A lot of people will come. Oh, you think just getting a shop is the issue? No, getting a shop is not the issue. Do you know you need to also make sure you maintain that shop? Last Monday, I introduced one of my tailors to creating the expert. Can you see now? See, she's also, Madam Doyin just wrote something here. She's also training her staff. She's equipping them. And that is what we should do. That is by the side. So start from the home. You can start from your house instead of renting a shop. Another alternative is you can decide to go and make use of a co-working space. Or guy, you don't necessarily need to go and collect a shop. You now decide to go and collect a shop of about 1.5 million naira that you can't sustain. You decided to go and get a space that you can't sustain. Someone said, "Oh, Lapo." Oh, you think it. See, running business, it is easy. It is easy to say. Do you know it is? Do you realize that those people that knows how to play ball the most are those that are going to football to all these viewing centers to go and watch ball? They are the ones that know how to play ball the most. You see them saying this. Why you pass by? Let them collect the ball. They're not sabi anything. The same thing is also applicable to fashion designers that are learning. Fashion designers that are learning, the same thing is also applicable to them. You will see them. They will tell you that don't do this, don't do this, go and do this. Shebi is just for you to go and collect a shop. Listen, I will never, ever, ever, no matter what anybody say, I will never, ever encourage you to go and borrow money to collect shop. I will never, ever encourage it. Start with what you have. There is no crime in you making use of someone said social media is not helping everyone now wants to rent an apartment That is it. But your focus will guide you. You see what someone said? Person just finish fashion school, never get better client base, even open an academy on top of. Can you see? Can you imagine? Can you see what we're talking about? A lot of people, a lot of people, they are in a rush. They just want to make sure they arrive at where they are oga. Someone that has been building for a very long time, they just want to get there overnight. No, it's not done like that. It can't happen. It can't happen. You need to make sure that you work on yourself. The Bible said precept upon precept. It's a gradual thing. So I was talking about you making use of a co-working space. You know, one of our visions at House of Rocher is to have a co-working space. You know, let people to be able to come and use our space for whatever they want to use it for. That is one of the things that we are currently working on. At the moment, I think Madam Doyin Shonubi, they have that in their space in Lagos. I think they are around Anthony. They do that. There are some people that are doing that now. One advantage of you using a co-working space is the fact that everything is available for you there. Everything. See, if you are in Lagos and you are around Anthony, you are a fashion designer. Me, with my full chest, I will recommend Madam Doyin Shonubi's place for you, ABSL. Do you know why I will recommend ABSL for you? Aside from this is a cheat, ofofo ni mo nse fun yin o. Someone is saying, what's the co-sewing up all about? Now, co-sewing up is all about you. You don't have a machine. You want to sew. You just subscribe. You go there, you go and sew. You use all their facility. It is all their facility, their sewing machine, their iron, everything. That is what you will use there. So now, let me give you one cheat about Madam Doyin Shonubi's place. It is Ojoro, it is Ofofo that I am giving you. If you go to our place, the truth is, you are not only going there to go and use our co-sewing space to go and sew alone. If you are doing the wrong thing, she will correct you. You are not a student, but if you are doing the wrong thing, she go correct you. Yes, I said it with my full chest because myself, I don't benefit from her before. I am saying this publicly because I know what she's she's laughing here. I know what she's capable of doing. And that is one advantage. Another advantage of you using a co-working space is the fact that you meet fellow designers there. Someone said I should please drop address. You see, another reason if you use a co-working space is the fact that you have the opportunity of meeting a fellow designer that can, maybe you are doing something wrong. You can easily tap from the person. The person, okay, no, don't do this like this, do it like this. That is another advantage of you using a co-sewing space. Collaboration. That is just it. But when we try to say this, they tend to like, it doesn't want us to grow. Because I am not against you growing. That Allah. Yes, she's in this life. She's listening as we are speaking. That Allah. I am not against anybody from starting whatever they want to do, please. But I am speaking from my own personal experience. I'm speaking from my personal experience. And at the same time, do you know that the fact that you learned how to sew doesn't necessarily mean that you will be a fashion designer? Yes. It doesn't mean that you will be a fashion designer. Okay, you just finished learning in a fashion school. You know how to draw pattern and the likes. And you don't have your sewing machine. And you don't have your sewing machine. What do? You can collaborate with a fashion designer. You can reach out to a fashion designer, and the fashion designer will help you produce it. In as much as you have a knowledge, you have a little knowledge of what you want to do. By the time the person is, okay, no, this is how I want it to look like. And you collect your job, you deliver it, you collect your money. That is partnership again. But it is not every one of us that are thinking like that. Every one of us want to have our own. Every one of us want to have our own, and it's not done like that. Someone said, what about those of us in Aja? I'm open for collaboration, please. Do you know that you in Aja, do you know you can decide to say, okay, you and some of your people around that place, you can decide to say you want to have a co-sewing hub as well. That is one thing a lot of us are not really doing. You are busy. Should I say this like this? Okay, I will say it. I will say it. Now, you have about 5 machines. You all want to be called creative director, exactly. Now, you have 5 machines. You have 5 sewing machines. And you are busy complaining online that you don't have customer. See, it is not every one of us that will sit down on the machine and be sewing. And it is not every one of us that will have that kind of customer that we want. Now, you have 5 sewing machines in your workspace. What stops you from turning that your office to a sewing hub? What stops you from turning that your store, your office space, to a sewing hub? People will now be subscribing to use your machine instead of you just sitting down and put your leg on each other and be discussing someone. No, you can decide to turn that your office to a sewing hub, because at the moment you are not having students, you don't have customer. It is not everybody. It is not everybody that will have a fashion academy. That is just the truth. So because you are not having customer, and let me also turn to fashion academy, or joy is your case. Am I against anybody having an academy? Rara, please. I am not. If you want to have an academy, please go ahead. I am not against it in any way, please. But I am just trying to let you know that there are certain things we should just think about. People at the Fashion Entrepreneurs Business Academy at the moment, they know what I am saying. Please, I am not here to come and talk down on anybody. Please don't get me wrong. Because me, I don't have that strength to be dragged up and down. Me, I don't have that strength. Me, I don't have that strength. My own is just to come here, talk, waiting me, I won't talk, make I go. But there is one thing I can assure you: you can't be on this my platform and you won't learn anything. If you know the number of topics that I want to talk about, I wish I can be doing live every night, but then na body go tell. So I can't be doing it. And that is why I am leaving it to only Tuesdays by 8 p.m. I am here. A lot of things to be discussed here. That's just it. A lot of things to be discussed. And if you notice some of the things I am talking about here, I'm not talking about problem alone. I am providing solution. Someone said she's working from Abidjan. Thank you so much for joining us. Me, I am not here to just come and discuss problem. I am discussing solution. I don't get time to just discuss problem. That's just the truth. So, if you are just starting your fashion business and you don't have enough money, please, another thing you can do also is be buying your equipment gradually. Be buying it one after the other. The first sewing machine that I was using, I borrowed it from my sister. Yes. I'm here saying it. Ghana people, my Ghana brothers, I hail you. I borrowed the first machine that I was using. Sincerely speaking. See, you don't necessarily need to make sure that everything you now decide, okay, I want to go and borrow money to go and buy this, to go and no. Grow. It's a gradual something. Buy essential tools. Don't rush. Don't rush yourself. When you rush yourself, you'll be under pressure. Please hold on. Ire, please give me drinking water. Thank you. Don't rush. You need to, calm yourself down. It is not a must you have everything at once. It's a gradual process. Don't say Otumba doesn't want you to have all the machines or all the equipment that you need. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that you should not have it. Thank you. Excuse me, please. So it's, growth is a process. You don't rush. When you jump up, you come down. When you grow up, you stay up, except they cut it down. Some of us, we just want to jump up overnight. We want to get there. We want to be the likes. We want to be like Otumba. No, it's not done like that. So it's a gradual process. Then the next thing, I've mentioned that you should stay focused. The number 2 thing that I said is, you should start small and grow big. Number 3 thing that I'm going to say is, do not joke with the business of fashion. Learn the business side of fashion. In April this year, April 2025, I'll be having a masterclass. Myself, and I've been mentioning a particular name here over and over. I'll be having a masterclass, and they will be coming to also come and teach. Myself and 2 other people will be having a masterclass. Please, it's not going to be free, but then I'll try as much as possible to make it to be very affordable. And being affordable doesn't mean that maybe I'll be charging you 2,000 naira, please. It is not going to be 2,000 naira. I will try as much as possible to make sure that it is no more than 20,000 naira. But trust me, the masterclass is not going to be beans. Myself, don't let me disclose the remaining 2 people for you yet. But people at the Fashion Entrepreneurs Business Academy, they are getting a 50% discount automatically. They are my people. They are close to my heart. They are close to my heart. So they deserve it. And funny enough, you can never see them come here on this platform and tell you that, Otumba, can't you give it to us for free? They will never, because they already know the value of what they're getting. So the 3rd one that I'm talking about is, learn the business side of fashion. See, fashion business, like I said, if all you focus on is just sewing, olewu. Do you know the meaning of olewu? There is problem. If you watch this lady's skit, what's the name of this lady? This lady that by the time she finish her skit, she will say, problem. Yes. If you don't learn the business side of fashion, there is going to be an issue for you. That is just the truth. See, it's not enough for you to know how to sew. Kiki, yes. Thank you. It is not enough for you to know how to sew alone. I shared something very paramount with them at the Business Academy today. I talked about, you having a thank you card in every package that you have. Now, by the time, I think this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to create, I'm going to create a free platform. It's going to be a free platform. Yes. And I will also, but then don't expect what I'm sharing for them at the Fashion Entrepreneurs Business Academy to be sharing it to them there. I'm going to create that platform for you, for those of you that are not yet in any of my programs, so that you know what you are missing. I'm not doing that to pepper you, Biko. No, I'm not doing that to pepper you. But I'm going to create a platform. It's going to be a WhatsApp group. I don't roll on Telegram. I don't know why. It's going to be a WhatsApp group. I'm going to, I'll talk about it. I'll do something about it so that anybody that wants to join my platform, they can join it, so that you have access to first-hand information on anything that I'm bringing on board. So you have access to it. So that is by the side. You see, learning the business side of fashion is actually very key. Like I was trying to tell you the other time, I said I shared something with them at the fashion, at the academy this afternoon. We, I told them about using a thank you card for Otuma and free, but always worth it. I don't stop free, but make sure you implement it. I don't stop free things, tipe. I know they do free again, no. I beg you. Ejema Kobami, no free anymore again. I know they do free things again. But this time around, don't worry. It's going to be really worth it. It's going to be really worth it. I will make sure I make it available for everybody. But then, well, so back to what I was trying to say. So I told them about using a thank you card in on whatever package that they are delivering. But in that thank you card, after saying thank you for doing business with us, in that thank you card, they should now write something like, we so much value your patronage. And because of that, if you have any issue with any of our products, inform us first. Inform us first. When they inform you first, one, you are trying to let them know that you value them. Try to let them know that you value them. That when you value them, when you let them know that you value them, they should let you know what what happened to whatever they purchased from you, that you will fix it for them. They should not go and post on social media first. They should talk to you first and make sure that you respond to them. Now, I realize that some of those people that post on social media, it is because maybe they've discussed with the vendor and the vendor decided not to do anything to them. That is why they decided to go and post on social media. But then this time around, you are the one telling them in your thank you card. You've already satisfied them, but you're now telling them that if you have any issue with any of the orders you made from us, let us know first. Don't go and post it on social media. That you will solve it. And make sure you solve it. Now, by the time you do this, there are three things that are involved. Number one, you are trying to let the customer know that you value them so much. You don't trade them with, you can't trade them for anything. Also, you are trying to let them know that you don't joke with your business. You don't joke with your business. Then the third thing is, by the time you are writing this, please make sure that before you do business with them, make sure that you have a policy that you've sent to them when they want to bring a job to you. And in that policy, make sure that it is stated there that if they have any issue with you, with any of your product, they must reach out to you first. They must not take it to social media. They must not take it to social media, and say it in a subtle way that if they take it to social media, you will take a legal action against them. Now, this is what can happen. From there, you will get to know a customer that is a good customer that really wants to do business with you, or a customer that will give you problem. A customer that will give you problem will automatically tell you that, Rara, I am not doing business with you. Now, are you trying to tell the customer that the customer should be expecting issue from whatever job you are doing for them? No, but then anything can happen. You see, the reason I am saying this is because some of the fabrics that we are using, are we the one that produce the fabrics? No. Some of these fabrics, by the time they go through, iron, they can shrink. And in the process, it can affect the fit on the client. Anything can happen. So to protect yourself, to protect your customer, to protect your business, that is why you need to make sure you have it. You just need to have all those things. So you make sure you have the policy. Now, this thing that I just talked about now, do you know it is business side of fashion? Nobody will teach you this in any academy. What I just shared with you now, it is something that I personally, I just sat down, thought of it, Because by the time I finish this live session now, some of you would have, gotten to your village, and me, I will still be up. Now that time at the work. Yeah. Tests for fabric shrinkage. All these things, that is why, see, when even if you've learned, Madam Doing, maybe I should announce this publicly. You will be one of those people that will be having the class with in April. Yes. You'll be one of those people that will be having the class with. I need to just say it publicly now so that everybody will know. She's one of them, but then I won't mention the third person yet. I won't mention the third person, even though the third person is also listening to me as I'm speaking to you. But I won't mention the third person yet. So, does one need a legal personnel like lawyer to form policy? Well, you actually do not need a legal personnel, but I will encourage you to have one. I will encourage you to have one. You see, let me say this here. I've always been saying it. It is not new to those that have been following me. Pardon me that I'm making reference to that. Please, kindly let us power tap more. Let's power tap more, please, so that more people will join us on this live session. I still have a couple of things to really say. See, I always say this. Don't let fashion designers be the only person that you have in your circle. If they open your contacts now, it is only fashion designer that are on your phone. It is wrong, oh. It is wrong, oh. Don't let fashion designers be the only people in your contacts. Have virtually, see, this is my phone. This is my phone. There is no profession that I don't have their contact on this my phone. And it is intentional. It is intentional. It is because of a day where I will need somebody that can help me out with maybe one thing or the other. I don't pray to have any issue. I don't pray to have any issue at all. I don't. But then, do not hear your contact with fashion designers only. Absolutely, that's just it. But then, please make sure that. Okay, let me cite a scenario. This thing of not having only fashion designers in my contact alone, I have started it even before I started my fashion business. I could remember some years back I was traveling to Imo State. I was still doing a media business then. Yeah, Otuma don't try. Say, but some of the things you see me teaching you here now, they are from experience. Yes, they are things that I have experienced a lot. So I was traveling to Imo State. So the car that we were going with, we were stopped by police, and they said that the car was that it was a stolen vehicle. And it was in the midnight. They started saying all sorts of things. This car is not a stolen vehicle now. And it was in the midnight, for crying out loud. As in, I don't, wait I won't do. And I know that I have the number of, someone I can call. I just picked up my phone and I called somebody. Hello, daddy. Now, it was easy for me to call that person because I have been relating with him. I don't just call him when I need him. And that is one problem with some of us again. We only call people when we need them. We are complaining that some people are using us. We are the users. We only reach out to people when we need them. And it is wrong. And that is why some people, when they send message to me, I am sorry. Now, I am saying this publicly here. When some people call me, I'll pick up their phone immediately. When they send message to me, I respond to them immediately. Why? I don't see them as users. But there are some people, the only time they come to your inbox is only when they need you. Yes, am I saying that people should be disturbing you? No. But at the same time, even if you, see, let me tell you this, even if you need something from someone, before you need it, make sure that you've been relating with the person. Even though maybe after 2 or 3 days, you eventually ask the person, but let it be on record that you've been chatting with the person before. Even if the person will say that, Shebi, is because you need me, that's why you are reaching out with me. But shall make sure that it is already on record. Establish genuine relationship. Thank you so much, Bellora. Thank you so much. Let your relationship, let it be mutual. Don't let it be parasitic. So now I called that daddy. I called him. Now, assuming he is not someone that I've been relating well with, I can't pick up my phone and call him around 10 p.m. But because I've been relating well with him, I just called him. Daddy, in by loan shell, this is this is the situation I'm going through. I'm on my way to this, and so on, blah 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 blah. Immediately I called him. And he said I should give the phone to the police officer. The police officer was like, I know they collect phone from anybody, this, that, and so on. Immediately he collected the phone. The police officer spoke with him. Sean, sir. Now, it wasn't as if he just commanded them. No, he still had interaction with them. And along the line, we were able to leave. Because eventually the man, checked everything, this, that, that. So it was in Edo State. The man checked everything, and eventually, he wasn't ready to really listen to us before. But eventually, he listened to us, and we were able to sort everything out. I hope you're getting the point. So learn to make sure that you have genuine relationship with people in other industries. I was having issue with my teeth sometimes ago. I picked up my phone. I called the dentist. As in, name any profession. The only profession that I don't have on my phone at the moment, I don't have thieves contact on my phone. Do you know that I have the contact of someone that is selling caskets on my phone? Why? We both gained scholarship for Faith Foundation training and the likes. He sells caskets. I have his contact on my phone. Eventually, I needed him when my mom died. I used his service. So make sure you build relationship. Now, am I saying that I should be needing his service every now and then? No. But then when I needed it, I called him. Meanwhile, we've been relating. But guy, I won't buy. I needed to come and help come and help us with my mom's tomb and the likes. And he came around and we did business together. Make sure you have relationship. You are a business owner. You are a fashion designer. You need to have contact of, is it for electrician, painter, carpenter, plumber, and generator guy, all those people that are repairing generator. You see those 5 people. Make sure that you have their contacts. Make sure that you have their contacts. See, they are part of, they are part of your business. If anything should happen to you, if anything should happen to our generator at the office today, if anything should happen to our generator at the office today, I can guarantee you that except if the generator guy that is helping us in my office, except if he is not around, but if he is around, I can guarantee you within 10 minutes he will get to the office. Do you know why? We have built a good relationship with him. There are times that even if I am not at the office, he will go and fix whatever happened to the generator. He will just send a message to me. We still spoke this morning. I was not in the office when he called generator. That is it. Make sure you build good relationship. Now, all these things that I just talked about, do you know that it is part of the business side of fashion? Relationship management, customer relations, time management, productivity, financial management, pricing, marketing, branding, and the likes. They are all part of business side of fashion. All these things are what you should know when you are starting your fashion business and you have a low budget. Now, when you know how to manage customer, it helps you. When you know how to manage customer, it helps you not to just be losing customer anyhow. Then it helps you not to be losing customers anyhow because you know how to manage customer acquisition and retention. I taught that topic. If you wake me up again now to come and teach that topic, I can start teaching the topic. Customer relations and management. I taught that topic. Why? I mastered it because I was using it steady. There is no way I can't talk to customer about my business. As a matter of fact, I'm a moving marketer. Someone said, Otumba, ìwọ àti kò ṣáà máa sọ̀rọ̀ nípa business. Yes, that is me. Please, who is this person that is tagging everybody? Alabi Ewakemi, please stop tagging people on this live place. Except you are trying to invite them to come and join. Thank you. Customer management is, all these things. Customer acquisition, it is very important. Do you know? Let me bust your bubble. Between customer acquisition and retention, which one is hard? Please drop it in the comment section. He's building relationship. No, that's not how to build relationship. Between customer acquisition and retention, which one do you think is the hardest? Please drop it in the comment section. I'm seeing comments. Let me be factual with you. Let me be factual with you. Customer retention is harder than acquisition. It is very easy for you to acquire a customer. You can get a customer now. The customer will come in. And once the customer is not okay like this, boom, bust out. It is hard to retain customer. And that is why all these things, you need to make sure you work on it. Now, do you know customer retention has a lot to do with the business side of fashion? Some of the things that I just mentioned now, they are the things that you really need to do for you to be, they are the things you need to do for you to, a lot of things you need to do to retain customer. It is very easy to get customer, but to retain customer, some customers, when they do business with you, if you do anything to them, sincerely speaking, they won't talk. You won't just see them again. As in, you will not just see them again. So at this point, I have a lot of things that I still want to really talk about. But at this point, I want us to also come and share our experience. Now, please, I want you to get the question very well. What I want you to talk about. You started your fashion business. How were you able to really maintain yourself, despite the fact that you started very low? Now, the reason you are sharing this here is not to come and impress anybody. No, you are not doing it to come and impress anybody, please. You are doing it just to make sure that at least you be a motivation to somebody. Someone is saying my network is not doing me good at all. I'm sorry, there's nothing we can do about it. I'm sorry, there's nothing we can do about it. I'm just grateful to God that MTN no mess me up also tonight. So I beg, no vex. So I want to, Madam Beth, please, are you there? I want to allow people to also come up now. You have
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here. Good evening.
So, good evening, ma. I hope you actually show me Soro Juma.
No, Soro Juma. I've been listening.
Okay, and so please, I also want you, you are also in this space, and now I always talk, you be my Jagaban, you be my Oga. So I want you to also, some of the things we talked about, starting a fashion business on a budget. That's what we are talking about. So please, I want you to also put one or two things, and that's why I don't want to say everything, so that it won't be like
you have said a lot actually, and it's been really impressive and educating.
Sorry, please.
Okay.
Sorry, please.
Can you hear me?
Please hold on. Now I want to say something. Please, a lot of people have sent requests to join me here. I'm going to drop every one of you. Please, if you only have something to offer us and you have something to share with us here, that is the only time you can send a request to join us here. Please, if you don't have anything to really share with us here, please, I won't be able to bring you up. So if you have one or two things to share with us here, you can send a request. I will bring you up. So, Madam Beth, please, you can go ahead.
Okay, thank you so much for the opportunity. Good evening, everyone, once again. So, as regards the topic for today, I would say that I have mixed feelings concerning that topic. What do I mean by that? It's fashion, starting your fashion business on a budget, right? Let me quickly check it. On a with low capital, yes, with low capital. It is doable, it is achievable. October has given us so many ways. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate you. He has given us so many ways that will make you able to start your business at least with a low capital, and with time you progress and increase. But I would want to come from this angle, which most of us don't pay attention to. And if care is not taken, you wallow in that area for long and you struggle so much and it gets difficult to scale your business. Because starting with a low capital has its baggages, and starting with the prepared plans, when I mean prepared, finances, structure, having the business model, what you are doing, going with the real, you are going into the business prepared. It has its own baggages too. But we are focusing on the low capital today, so I'm going to hammer more on that. I would not want to repeat what Eltobia has said. You can just even start with your machine and table just in the house. You can start from the fashion hub. You can collaborate with people. Very good, excellent move. Yes, because little by little, little drops of water make a mighty ocean. So my own point now is, while you are doing that, do not be carried away. It is okay to start small, but it is terrible to remain small. Nobody wants to remain small, definitely. But as time goes on, because of your business structure, because of your clientele, because of your present reality, you might drag. And the kind of clients you will be attracting because of that level you are might drag your journey if care is not taken. That's why when you speak with some fashion, with some business owners, business entities, and all, they will say, "Ha, that starting small is a trap." I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. That's why I said what I want to say is from a different perspective entirely. And it will take a very, very open minded person to understand the point I'm coming from. So, if you are starting small, very good. But what are your plans? Have laid out plans. If possible, write them down. Like maybe if it's your vision board, your journal, or whatever, then have that. Okay, I'm not going to be here in the next so. I want to do this. Like, have your plan should look like a ladder that is going to be moving you to that point that you want to be. Because if care is not taken, if you stay so long in that small low capital part, it might drag you. It might drag you that you almost be like, well, at least I'm seeing something that will keep body and soul together. And you will just be looking at that high future in front of you that you really want to be. But you keep on saying, "Oh, how I wish I have, how I wish I have, how I wish I have." But all those wishes, turn them to plans that will be your ladder to take you to that future. Because fashion designing, especially if you start with low budget, low capital, you will most likely be in charge of the operational activities because you started small. It's now gradually when you start employing people little by little that you start moving little, that you start growing. So, oh, thank you so much. Have a growth plan.
Yeah.
Have a growth plan. Otherwise, you will be at that level for a long time if care is not taken. So I'm going to, before I wrap up my submission, I'm going to also highlight some of the growth plans that you can do so that you don't stay long in that part, in that you don't stay long in that circle. Because if you put the let me quickly say something. I kind of appear like the shoulder that a lot of people can lean on. So this lady called me and she was like, I could not even pick her call immediately. She was like, do you know, BMC, I'm so sorry. Do you know, I'm sorry to disturb you. Do you know, I just finished crying. I was like, crying? What's going on? What happened? She told me what happened. And it made me say, starting small can be a trap sometimes. She was supposed to get a contract. Like she was supposed to, somebody referred her to someone in high position. So she was supposed to meet the person to, pitch her business and all of that and all like that. So she went there. In her words, she was like, Mumura Dada. I dressed very well. I know that I'm going to be so because she's not also small in the business. She presented herself. You know this talk that Otuba says that do not go to the
Negotiation table.
negotiation table
Hungry.
hungry, stuff like that. She said she wanted to send me the picture of what she was wearing and all of because she was so destabilized. I said, you know what, go ahead. What happened? She explained everything. I don't want to go into details because it's confidential. But the most important thing from she said is that the person said, let me say it in Yoruba, ṣé ẹ dẹ̀ sure pé ẹ máa lè ṣe àwọn nǹkan tá à ń fẹ́ ṣe yìí? She said yes. She said she started showing her some of the works that she has done. So when she sent the works that she has done, her catalog, she also sent jobs from the internet, like style inspiration. So the person was now, the customer in question was now saying, which one have you done? Which one is your own out of all those pictures? So she said she was showing the person. So unfortunately, I think her phone is not that presentable and all of that. The person was like, let me say it to you, so that I can be sweet. Phone you don't put on you. You know, let's see. You can call. So the person was already kind of sizing her up. The person asked her where is her office, and she was like, okay. The person that referred her now said, let's office stuff like that. Let's take.
Some people say they don't understand Yoruba.
Let's take her. I will translate it. Okay. I'll translate. I apologize.
Yeah.
So the most important thing is, please a minute. So the most important thing of that story is that they were judging her by her appearance, so to speak, or maybe they felt that she wasn't looking like what they wanted. Maybe she won't be able to deliver. And all of this is attributed to
starting small.
Yeah. I know this person. I know her to a reasonable extent. I've seen her work and I know that she'll be able to deliver whatever it is. You understand? Please, I'm coming. Okay, so I'm there now. So she felt bad. She said she was dressing well, all of that shenanigans. But they even said, okay, let me see all of these things that customer, they ask and all. But let's talk. I gave her an idea. I said, you know what? Let's say, for instance, immediately the referral came and you send them maybe your booking link, a consultation fee, how you are doing this. People like structure, even if they don't want to pay for it. They like it. They feel like they want to be attributed with that horror that comes with the big and recognized brand. But it's when they come to the negotiating part, the ones that don't have money, that's when they will start squeezing their faces. But they like it. They know. Why is it that when you go to the red carpet and some people will say, I'm wearing so. Some people will be like, oh, I've forgotten what I'm wearing. They know, as a matter of fact, they just left the fashion designer's place. So. But because they know that the fashion designer is maybe, let me use my area. Let's say maybe Akpete, for instance. I'm just joking. I apologize. But you get the message I'm trying to say. Some of us in this platform would have experienced it one time or the other where you are working, somebody will come and they'll be like, is this where you want to make the clothes? You understand what that means? Are you sure is it this place you want to sew the clothes? Because they are sizing you up. Everybody wants to be attributed to the high and mighty. So as you are starting small, that's where my point is. As you are starting small, as you are starting in the corner of your room, as you are starting in the fashion hub, as you are starting with collaborating with friends and family, whatever level you want to start, I beg you, make sure. I just use Akpete. Yes, I was in Bodija. I just use Akpete. Good evening, ma. As an example, because they would size you up. That is it. They will size you up. And at that point, your craft do no longer matter.
At all.
They just want to be associated with that. Tell me why some people, it happens a lot in the women clubs and all of that. They will tell you, they'll go and sew in a local place. They will say, oh, I don't want to introduce my tailor to you. The moment you come to Anna, our money will become expensive. We would have heard that before.
Very true.
Because starting small and remaining small for a long time will give you a particular caliber of clients. That the moment you are now growing gradually, it will be difficult to shed away those clients. And I used to be in Ibadan, good evening, but I still have my people, I still have my base in Ibadan. I'm Ibadan base, so don't worry, you can send a message. Okay, that's by the way. So it will be difficult for you to shed away those clients. And the moment you say, no, I am growing, whether you like it or not, I am upgrading, whatever term you use, those clients will go. Yes, they will go, because you are the one that wants to grow. Their finances has not grown for them to prioritize spending that amount of money for you. So maybe it is a 6-month plan, it is a 1-year plan, it is a 5-year plan that you want to do. And as you have those plans that you have written down, be marking it. Today, I want to register my business. The planning is hard. Yes. Good evening, Adasa. It's very, very hard. Like, you will cry hot tears.
Adasa,
You will tell yourself,
I hail you.
yeah. There are sometimes that some of my colleagues will talk, and all this talk about, should I charge for consultation, should I not charge for consultation, blah blah blah. The moment you say you want to start charging for consultation, let me tell you, you might get 10 inquiry, you might get just one, I'm ready. Some of them will just ghost you just because of that consultation. But for the consultation fee that you said you want to start collecting, for instance, I'm just using as an example. But for people that you are for people that are saying, oh, I'm just going to take it, I'm going to take everything, at this point it's survivor, you will get all the inquiry, and most of them might convert to sale. Maybe out of 10 inquiry, 8 or 7 might convert to sale, but 2 of them might be a piece of drama that you will regret if care is not taken. Because Yoruba will say oti keramero. I don't know how to say that, I'm sorry, but you get what I'm saying. So as you progress, whatever level you've aspired that you want to do, make sure that you are ticking those boxes, those ladder that will take you to your growth, your future plans. And how can you achieve these things if you don't save for the future of your business? You are saving, you are doing all of those savings. So una dey collect inquiry fee. It is well. Okay, so
everything is
in level.
Is a level.
Yeah,
So,
it doesn't happen in a day.
Calm down.
I'm sure Otumba will explain that part.
Sure.
Otumba will explain that part. But for people that can catch what I'm trying to say, make sure that, can you interpret the Yoruba? We also get the message. It's only one phrase, Abi, clause I used. Otumba, please help me. So I'm sure, but the most important message I'm passing across, I'm speaking it in English, so don't worry. And the ones I'm speaking in Yoruba is actually intentional, because we are in a public space. You get me? So, but let me quickly wrap up my point. The point is that whatever level you are starting with, make sure you have a growth plan.
Yeah.
And make sure that even if you want to be charging 5,000 naira now, very good. You can charge it for as long. That is the level you have. We've been there before. That person that you are seeing at the higher pedestal, that you are thinking, oh, she's a big brand, whatever, they could have been in that position too. But it was when they said, no, it is over, we are done with that stage, they moved to the next stage. But because they've gone through that growth process, it will not hurt them. Because throughout that period, they've learned to save for that future. Apart from saving, because saving alone might not help you, they've learned to develop that business to an extent that if it's an investor, people that will say, oh, I see what you are doing, they can see that they've grown in numbers, they've grown in volume, you've built capacity. Not that you want to just do gram from the beginning. As I said, there are two different, but starting with low capital is not a problem, but just ensure that you have a growth plan and you are following suit. I think I will stop from at that point. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
This is one of the reason I said it's going to be a discussion session. It's not going to be Otumba will be the only one to talk alone. No, she said something which is very key. You can start small, but Biko, don't remain small. Have a growth plan. You see, I I always mention this. Having a good phone as a fashion designer, it is not luxury. As a fashion designer, anything you have that is making your work easier, it is not luxury. It is to make your work better. See, your look makes your work easier for you. You go to a client, you dress well, it makes your work easier. It's imagine, okay, look at the person Queen Beth just talked about now. The person went there dressed well, but the person's phone messed the person up. It is not it is not luxury. It is an investment. It is an asset. What you are doing here now, some people will just say that these people, they are always sitting down on TikTok. What you are doing here, you are not, it is not luxury for you. It is an investment for you. It is an asset for you. I talked about three things that I told them at the academy. I said something. I said you need to work on your mindset. You need to work on knowledge. You need to get the right knowledge and your skill. What is the usefulness of you having a skill and you don't have the right mindset and you don't have the right knowledge? No, it won't make any sense. So, Queen Beth, thank you so much for that. Then the next person I'll call is Covey Apparel. Please, are you still there? We are sharing our experience about starting our business, the way we started our business, and now we are able to build the business. Covey Apparel, please, are you there? If you are not there, please, I think I will have to drop you down. I said only people that wants to come and say something. Please unmute yourself and speak. Unmute yourself and speak. Covey Apparel.
Okay. Good evening, Otumba. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
I'm happy to be hearing this. I just stumbled upon you.
Yeah, thank you.
I think to me, it's a sign for me. I don't know what I'm about to share, if it's really worthy, but just permit me. I'll be sharp about it.
Okay.
This, what you said about not, it's not everybody that will sew. It's not everybody that will do everything in fashion. I think it's what I've been having headache about. Madam Beth, I don't know if you remember last week Sunday. I think it was Sunday. I stumbled upon your live program on TikTok and I said it. I don't know if you remember that I said I work 9 to 5. I do this. I said I couldn't meet up, stuff like that. So this evening I've been having headache. Like, how do I do? Because this tailoring is what I really have passion for. I love it. I love to sew. When I see what I make on people, I'm very happy. I'm so gifted. I'm happy that God used me to do this. Do you understand? But my work, I can't do it. As I'm talking to you now, I'm just grating okra. You can imagine this is after 9. Do you understand? Tomorrow morning, I'm awake maybe by 4, 5. I'll come back by 6. So I just sat and I'm just thinking, like, what do I do? So I'm just thinking, okay, I mustn't sew. Even though I love to do it, but I must not sew. Maybe I can just look at another. The fashion is wide. Maybe do something like selling, maybe accessories, something like that. Do you understand? So that's just one of the headache. And when I heard what you said, so it's just like confirming my contemplations, I'll be confirming my to me. So that was just what I decided to share. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, ma. Thank you for sharing that with us. Just like I said, it is not everybody that will sew. It is not everybody that will sit behind the machine. Some people will just be pattern drafter. Some people will just be drafting pattern. There are different things in the supply chain of fashion business. Some people different things that you can do. So please you don't need to be too hard on yourself, please. You don't need to be too hard on yourself. So FT Clothing, please, are you there? You can unmute yourself and speak. FT Clothing. FT Clothing, please kindly unmute yourself and speak.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
This FC closing, right? Uh, yes, sir. I really appreciate you. I really appreciate you for allowing me to join this topic rather, because concerning this faction things.
We can hear you, sir. Oh, sorry. I think when your network is back, please, you can send a request to me and come back. Okay, Bash Styling. You can unmute yourself and speak, please. Bash Styling, please, are you there? Bash Styling Couture. Are you there, please? I doubt if she's there. Okay, Dovik Signature. Dovik Signature. Are you all here or what?
Hello.
Okay, please go ahead. Dovik
Yes, I'm
Signature.
with you.
Yeah, thank you.
Good evening, house.
Yeah, good evening, ma'am.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, please, we can hear you.
Okay. Concerning what Miss Beth said, like when you're going out for a job proposal, or you want to go and meet somebody to show your job proposal, you need to look presentable and starting small. We're talking about starting small. So I have a fashion shop. I don't want to say fashion house because it's not big, it's just a shop.
It's an office.
Actually, I started learning sewing since when I was in secondary school. Sorry, uni, but I was not able to finish it because of time and other things. But I love anything that has to do with fashion. So after school, what I decided to do was I just got tailors that I know that they are very good, and I will just collect people's clothes, bring it to the shop, sew it, and I will give it back to the customers. Most of the times, these tailors, all what they know is not everybody that is like has that fashion sense. So most of the times, most of them will just sew. Because I have the fashion sense, I see the mistake. I'm not good at sewing, but I pick the mistake immediately, and like I'm very good. I know my handwork. I know I'm not the one that is making it, but I know that I direct them and okay, this is how you do it. Bring this thing out for me and we'll get the best. Sometimes they will tell you that no, I will tell them no, let's do it this way and this thing will come out perfectly well. And at the end of the day, it come out perfect. I'm trying to drive a point here. At the end
Okay.
of the day, it will come out fine. Hello?
Yes, we
Are
can
you
hear
guys
you.
with me?
You can go ahead. We can
Okay.
hear you.
So at the end of the day, it will come out very well. So, but there's something I wanted to bring out here when they are talking about starting small. I don't have a big fashion house, but I make good clothes. But because I don't have the well equipped material, let me see, I don't know how equipment, apart from the equipment, there's a lady I make clothes for on Instagram, like from my shop. If you see that cloth, you say it's from Yankee that they
Okay.
made that cloth. That lady sells that cloth 100 plus, 200 plus. Like it's from my shop. Sometimes I don't have to believe it. If I show people, because of confidence, I don't need to tell you that, okay, this is the name of the person. I'll just show the person the cloth and like, this cloth is made from my shop. Can you believe it? They will tell me no, that no, but this woman sells her clothes 100 plus. The list of her clothes online is 100,000 naira, and that clothes is from my shop. And me, I'll make clothes, and at the end of the day, I'll tell customer 8,000 naira, and that customer will be pricing me like, I'll be like, what? So it's not about starting small. Even if you want to start, but what I feel is like she has the money. So after making this clothes from shop, she takes it home, she iron it, arrange it, get model like this woman do. What is to call it? She get correct fine babes, models. They model this clothes in a very clean, neat, sweet environment, and she post it on her page. Even me, I used to be shocked. Like, is this what I made? So I just feel like sometimes we just need to look, no matter what, starting small is good, but we just have to get money and like try to get good equipment, material, apart from material, sorry, environment, like a good environment to project our clothing, good model, like good pictures, like picture speaks. There was a lady that I was like, when I showed her, she was like, I want you to make clothes for me. I want to sell, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, no problem. I even showed her, I said, see the page. But when she said I should show her my Instagram page, my Facebook page, when she saw it, this lady didn't call me back again. But I know why. Because what I projected there wasn't saying anything good about me. You understand? Because I didn't really give them the picture. But if you see that lady that I make clothes for on Instagram and she sells, I used to ask myself, I say, me, if I put that clothes, even if it is 50,000, it will be very difficult for me to get a client to buy it because I've not given them the picture. I've not given them what they want. So I just believe starting small is good, oh, but you need to have finance in fashion business
I
to
wish.
sell up there to get the client.
Thank you so much, ma. Thank you so much. I wish I can actually bring Madam Adasha to talk about this because I think we talked about this on Sunday. Bet something like this. We talked about it on Sunday. Madam Adasha, can you come up here, please? We talked about this exactly on Sunday. See, person will get money past you, no be your mate. Oh. That is just it.
I tell you.
No be your mate. Madam Adasha, can you come up here, please? Because I doubt if she's available. Because she talked exactly about this on Sunday during Beth's live session. Lady Beth, please, are you here? I will call you different names. I can call you Queen Beth. I can call you Lady Beth. Please just take me anyhow. Are you there? I don't want to be the one to respond to this. That's why. But since it seems she's not here. You see, one thing is the value you place. The value you place. Okay, I think Adasa is here now. Aha. Please follow back door. Don't worry. Sorry, others, please. I just want Adasha to attend to this, and that was why I had to bring her up here. Madam Adasha, please, you can go ahead. You talked about this on Sunday, so I want you to still
Good
talk
evening,
about it.
everyone.
Thank you.
Actually, I don't want to. We've already discussed this part for those who are there on Sunday. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Queen Beth, Tentwale for you, Chocolate Babe, Queen Zaza, Freedom, and everybody at home.
How you want to
Kudos
greet
to
us?
now. Goza, goza, go, goza. Actually, yeah, Dovik, don't don't look at that. Just keep growing. You see this business thing, yeah? There are some business that packaging cannot take you anywhere. If you no get them, you no get. Packaging can open the door, but it will not keep you in the door. Should I say it again? You can go with designer wash, designer car for a contract because it's a one-time thing. Fashion industry is not like that. It's very money intensive. It's capital intensive. And with fashion, it's level by level. If you are like me, you don't have sponsor, no father, no mother, no cousin, your husband don't have money. Your husband to be too. Both of us are praying. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about me. See, you see those who have married, you already know what your husband can do. We that we are not to marry, at least we need to marry as a gold digger. Now you know what project you are looking at. When you want to fall in love, you fall into the money. I'm being real. Business will disgrace you. You can be gifted and still be ashamed when it comes to business. You can be the most gifted. You can see what Dovik have. Dovik cannot sew, but she can instruct and create. I think I heard what she said. But still, she cannot present that job well. It's not just because of model. You don't have the right to. Your steam ironing, your thread work, your finish work. When you finish the same material, let me buy spray starch, spray that fabric, re-steam it, buy good
Sorry
iron.
to cut you short. I can do that too. Like I started learning, so I can do that more than a tailor because I have studied it. I've read everything, like every stitch on sewing. I won't sew it, but I will give you every explanation about it
Can you sew?
because I have the passion.
Can you sew?
I started, but I stopped.
That is not
I
the
can
question.
just do all those small.
Can you sew, yes or no?
Auntie
Ma?
Dovik,
Yes,
if
I
all
can.
your
I
tailor
can
live
sew
today,
a trouser.
Auntie Dovik, if all your tailor live today, God forbid, can
Yes.
you run the business by yourself for 1 year?
Yes.
Sir?
I'll get another one. I'll get. Do you know what?
Let's keep going.
I
get
can't.
you.
I can't. I can't
Which means that you are not the
because
sewing
I have to
bill.
work with them.
You have to work with them. That's
Yeah.
all I'm saying. I'm not saying that I have no right to put my mouth in your business. It's your business, however way you run it. I'm only saying a lot of people can sew, but they don't have vision, a seeing eye, a mind that comprehend. Some people, when people say, I can sew like Vicky, I laugh. Do you know what it takes to think in your head, create the design, combine the color, get the right material, put it together and bring it out? Do you know the amount of energy dissipated? So let's leave that one. I'm not saying you cannot sew, but 100,000 to 8,000. Me and you, we are cousins. Don't forget that my own is from 1.5 to. I was talking about it yesterday. So let's go back. When Lady Beth was talking, my soul was praying for her. Why? Because she understands that image is a big deal in business. They will never give you a money that they think that you are not worth, no matter how good you are. See, this tailor thing, this business thing. Welcome, Ecstasy. This is Otuba's platform. You are in a good place. Let me tell you something. I started tailor as a bambiala. I want to pay my rent. They treated me like a bambiala. Then I started tailor as I want to survive. They treated me like we are helping you. Then I started tailor. I upgraded to I have now survived. I want to make a living. They treated me like you cannot make a living without us. Then I started a tailor like I want to dress you if you can afford it. Baby, they treated me like a designer. Do you understand? This thing get great. They will treat you. See, when I was sewing as a bambiala, a customer will call me and say, oh, the blood that your mother poured on you the day they gave birth to you, you were. I don't want to start using this well, and I'll be saying sorry, ma. So if you see, if courses used to work on tailor, hey, I'm a gunner. Me, the course. Thank God my parents are praying for me. The things my parents have never said to me before on this planet, customers said it to me. Now it got to a point whereby they started saying, "Oh, Adasa, she's the pride. I pray for you." It's levels. It is levels. It is levels. But let me tell you something. Nobody can treat you the way you did not participate to. Nobody on this planet Earth, born of a woman or of a man, can treat you in the way you have not participated yourself. Thank you for my gift. I'm grateful. When it comes to tailoring, people don't say, see, you think I'm passionate. No, it's because I don't like it when people rub oil to say tailoring is hard. The emotional part, the mental part, the health part, if you don't know what you are doing, people will play with you. That is why you have to be stiff about knowing what you are doing. That is why you have to know the game. You are going to a world where you don't know the rule, but you are the ball that will be played. You'll be played. So let me go back to the real point.
If you are in the level of dressing well, it will work for you. But as soon as you outgrow that level, as soon as you have outgrown that level, it's not only dressing well. Your gadgets are part of your tool. By the law, your business should pay for those gadgets.
Yeah.
The only reason you don't have those gadgets is because you don't have money for it. That's why I always say to you, don't open a shop quickly. If you can sew in your house, put your chest forward and sew in your house. Don't rent a shop and then you can't do lighting. Don't do lighting, then you don't have front. Don't do front, you don't have chair. Don't be patient. The Bible says when you want to build a house, you should count the cost of that house before you go into it. Do you understand me? I used to say to people, if God puts you in your father's house for now, accept it with all joy. You don't have pressure of rent, of bill, of you are looking for visibility, but you are still naked. Don't look for visibility when you are naked. Hey, they will see your pashara in the street and take the picture. Hey, keep your privacy in the house. For now, any corner, God is hiding you for a reason. Stay where they put you. You will be great, I agree. But for now, you see, I used to say to people, when we go to church and they pour anointing oil on our head, what do you think they are doing? They are preparing us for the future. That does not mean you should launch out. Okay, let me use a story in the Bible. The Bible did not start Joseph's story by saying a prime minister named Joseph. They started him in his father's house, and they started him in his father's house, how his siblings hated him, how he went to prison. Most of you think once you leave home and you go outside and you wear coat of many color, your success have started. That is level 1. Especially when you just start and you start making that little money. You too, you think you are something. You are still going to the pit. They will sell you. You will go to prison. You will go to Potiphar's wife house. That is the way to success. I'm sorry, Otumba, the bill you have now and the bill you have before, if they show me this journey of tailoring, I will not do tailor. I will not do tailor. If they show me that's how to the left to the right you will go through the pit. I will not do tailor.
Madam Adasha, on petrol alone in 2024, we spent about 2.9 million naira.
Is it in your account, sir, that money as your savings for the year?
Now.
You as a head, see you are what are you? Do you make? Tell them, please. Your heart is making us seem like you have money.
Please, you can go ahead.
See, when it comes to this packaging thing, do you notice that before we met, there's fashion is expensive. If you have a sponsor, it's good for you in the beginning, but in the long run, it go show. You see, those who are blessed are those who start from the bottom. When you start from the bottom, you grow, and then you grow into it. So it's level by level. You get used to it, you grow. You get used to it, you grow. Those who people sponsor them, it can be taken from them at any time. I know how to manage, I know how to manage. Why? Because I grew a step after a time. I thank God for not making things so easy for me. I'm making things easy for me. Because now let's go to packaging. When you start business, your customer clientele change based on the quality of job you have. Some people are very good, but they don't have visibility. But most of the time, it's not because you don't have visibility. It's because you are not showing what the people need. Fashion is not all about you, how you feel. That's not fashion. If you are an artist or a couture maker who just does a styling for the world to see your creativity, you don't need the money. Yes, express yourself. Do what you like. But if you are looking for customers, you need to read the market to know what your customers want. Now, let's leave that. When doors open for you, it's like an interview. Don't be too familiar. Don't get carried away. Prepare yourself before time and be conscious. When God open a door for you for business, the way you present yourself is speaking volume. Everybody wants a designer that can make a good job for them. Hey, JS, sweet Lord. But no, your shop is looking very nice. Nobody know how much maintenance is. Nobody prepares us for this thing. Nobody told us this thing. When you are going, you can't just say, oh, it's only when they invite me that I will dress up and go. If you have not imbibed it into your day-to-day life, you will falter no matter how you try. You can do it 1, 2, 3 times, but one day, because it's your real color, it go show. Do you understand me? I always do something. Normally, I used to jog, and then something happened to me, and I stopped jogging. I added weight. I had a bigger belly. This is me now. My image before, I didn't know the power of image, because my job before, you know, when men, is one thing for men to compliment you, it's another thing for your fellow women to compliment you. Now, when you put yourself in order, there's a respect for that, because it takes a lot of hard work for you to always put yourself together. There's a lot of hard work. It's self-discipline, because nobody pays you for looking well put together. Nobody pays you for looking healthy. Nobody pays you. Do you understand? But that is your image, and that itself is currency. When people see you, there's an amount of belief they have in you. Why? They size you up and your life look well put together. That's number one. When you are going, you don't have to have a car. You don't have to drive a Benz. But can I beg you, if it's a job that you know that you are going to collect, if you take a bus closer 1 minute to the place, please order a cab. If you take a bus from wherever, if it's a big contract, when you are almost there, order a cab, come down from the car and look well put together, depending on the job. Now, I don't talk about this packaging. I talk about regular business life. Your regular business life. I used to say to you, if you joined me on Lady Beth before, I say to you, drink water, eat well, exercise. Yes, I say it all the time. That is not packaging. That is self-improvement. You do it day by day, and then it becomes consistent. I'm sorry, my dear sister. I have also been there. See, we are in winter where I am. It's freezing cold. But every day I walk 10,000 steps. No matter what, today I'm still going to go and walk that 10,000 steps. Why? Because the day my helper will come, big belly will not ruin my life. The day my helper will come, I'm telling you, they will invite you for red carpet dinner. You are the designer. You are looking like a fool in the dress. Why? Because do you understand me? Do you understand? See, I'm telling you what I'm doing. It's winter. Ask Lady Beth. It's freezing that all your finger like this will be frozen, red and swollen. I still walk 10,000 steps a day. Why? All my customers are flat. The day they invite me to a red carpet, my belly alone will not let me enter the kingdom of God. It's not packing. Can packaging do that for me? Packaging can't do that for me. Physical appearance is currency. Physical appearance is currency. Your skin as a woman, your hair is currency. You are in business. You want them to pay you. You want okay. Why do you think people go and take those? Okay, you want to work with wealthy people. Please read their life and ask yourself, do you qualify? The back of your leg is always dry. The day you want to package it, you will rub Vaseline. But by the time you get there, it will become what? Dry again, because it's normally dry. You are a lady. You are saying, all I need for my face is Vaseline. But you want to work with those who are spending 1 million on their skin. Once you come in, they will look at your paw. Why is your paw open? It's not a joke. If you want, see, this is business now. This is not this is business. People will only treat you the way you look by value. Don't forget that these people take care of themselves. Okay, let me use my old client and my new client. Yeah, no disrespect. You see, all my job for the first 8 years of business, they were all referral. I knew a girl that is good. She's not expensive. Let me take you there. I knew a girl, and I had jobs, but I was overworking, and my salary was £3. But I had job. I had job like you would think I did juju. I had job to the point where tailors in my area will come and ask me, "What do you use? Who do you go to? Do you have a baba?" That's how much I have job. This true. But I was overworking for £3 per hour. Was I good? Yes. But who is calling me good? I was good with sewing, but I was not good with trend. I didn't know what is in the system. I was serving only African clients. I cannot diversify. I was underpaid, always busy, but I could not make a future out of the business. Yeah? I can always say I'm satisfied here since I'm making what I'm making. But when it comes to this part of the world, you have to keep growing. Then growth pushed me and say, let's keep going up. When I used to work like that, the only reason people respect me was because your job will be beautiful and I'm always busy. So people know I don't have time. When I decided to grow, I've said this before on your page, I lost all those clients. Why? The fact that we moved to a place where we have reception, a working area, that put them off. It was not their method. We lost all of them. I thought somebody, you know, when you wake up and be like, who did I offend? There's something wrong. Is this spiritual? That's why I told you it's not spiritual. It's a phase. It's like you leave primary 5, you go to primary 6. Do you understand? Your teacher will not come with you. You have to leave everything about primary 5, the textbook of primary 5, and move to primary 6. Then you start over. When I got to this new level where I started sewing, I didn't know who my client was, but I know I've outgrown the other one. And this phase is driving me crazy. Why? I normally have 30 dresses a week. I didn't have any dresses. I didn't have a client for almost 3 years. We didn't have customers. Maybe one customer in a year. And we have a running bill. Now we pay proper bills, proper electricity. I'm like, what is going on? It got to a point I don't even have any zeal for the work. I was tired because everything I've worked over 10 years, I'm just paying bills and the money was not coming in. And the funny part is I carried over my old business into my new business. I forgot that the clients have changed, which means my display on the mannequin has to change. Do you understand me? Now, that's why when I speak, I say to you, pray for a seeing eye, a hearing ear, a mind that is open to be developed. When I do those new designs, they are neater, they are cleaner, the beadwork is impeccable. These old people will come and say, wow, this is nice. So how much is this? I'll say to them, oh, I only do by consultation. You have to come by consultation. One day I was in the studio. A client came and told me to bring the mannequin down. She took the picture of the front of the dress, the back. In fact, the way she was talking to me, you would think I'm the sales guy. She took the picture front, picture back, and told me I would take it to my designer in Nigeria to sew it. After 6 weeks, she called me. Yeah, she called me and be like, "Excuse me, can I just pop in for a while?" I said, "Yes. What would you like, ma?" She said, "I took that dress to them. They didn't get it right. Can you speak to my tailor, please? To please tell her how you did it." I look at her. I said, madam.
Finish.
But it's not see finish. I did not grow because in the other world, I was behaving like we are all the same. In this new world now, I have to be a business person. So now when we don't do walking in my business, we only do by consultation, and you will have paid before you come, and your consultation is 30 minutes except you're a bride. And when we started doing things how we have put it in place, things started working. But I have to relearn. What fabric does these people wear? What do they call their event? What kind of event? Do you understand? They don't do padding here, padding there, hold it up, all this. They are slim people. There's no breast to hang anywhere. You know that even if you're a corset maker, there are some people, when they bring corset to you, your blood pressure will know. You'll be looking at the corset like this, it won't balance until they wear it before you realize that you know what you are doing. I have to understand the new body. I have to understand the neatness of the stitch. I have to understand the needles I have to use. I have to understand different type of satin. I ordered different kind of English fabric. That is what you call you are developing. You are growing. See, that's why I say to you, sometime when you don't have a job, please buy material. Sew straight stitches. See how it is on satin. See how organza works. See how tool work. You cannot just wake up one day and because they've prayed for you, you just grow. That's not how growth works. Oh. Miracle is an emergency situation that God does. God believes in process. If you want to do things in process, you want something that will be unique, you have to start polishing yourself. When in 2022, me and my partner, we ordered sample fabric from China for silk, raw silk. Do you know that every packet of, they cut us A4 paper for silk, yeah? A4 paper, that's the size of the silk. They will give you different kind of silk, 16 mm, 22 mm, 20 mm, 14 mm. That's it. The postage by FedEx from China to London is 70 pounds. 70 pounds, sir. Do you know how many 70 pounds? I bought 70 pounds when I was doing the end of the year. We put over 4,000 pounds for This is A4 paper of different material of A4 paper that I can never sew, I can never make. Fabric swatch shall be well with you. A4 paper of fabric swatch. But I have to do it. Why? My new client that I am begging God for, that is what they wear. All things are passed away. Ankara lace. All things have become new. Satin, organza, silk. Do you understand me? You have to invest in your business. Even if you are a baker, if you are a cake maker, you have to invest in your business. There are new things yet unknown. The Bible says, eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, neither has it entered the heart of men. You have to do it. It's not just packaging. If you enter the door through packaging, packaging will not sustain you in the room. If you enter the door by begging people will not keep you in the room. If you enter the door by value, nobody can replace you in the marketplace. You can't wake up today and just lose weight. You have to keep working on yourself. Do I still have a belly? Yes. Am I still doing 10,000 steps by the grace of God? I know that by the end of this year, I will come and do full video and sit down like Otumba like this, because I will not have belly again. Yes. But you think everything will just change in one day? No. And see, okay, let me not be nice today. If you are a business person, an entrepreneur, I want to beg you. Nobody told you it's going to be easy. Since you are already on this journey, brace yourself. You are an army, a soldier. You are a warrior. You are here to learn, to work, to push. It's not going to be easy. And just because it's not easy does not mean it's impossible. You are the first of your kind. You are a starter pack. You have nobody. Your father loves you, but it's not teaching you how to do business. You have a mother. If she can help you, she will help you. But this one that you have chose business, you better succeed. Read the books you need to read. Go on YouTube and learn something. Make sacrifice. See, I used to say to Christian, if you like, join all the program in the morning, join all the program in the evening. If you don't read the right book and learn the right things for your business, you are joking. Heaven is your gain. When we all get to heaven, you will see Jesus. But on this earth, there are rules of engagement in business. God will not qualify you. See, when you hear the word, He qualifies the unqualified. Is when you have nobody, but the gift of a man. Make room for him. Is the word of God. The gift of a man. Make room for him. You have a gifting. Oh, I'm creative. Have you read creative books? Do you understand color combinations? Do you understand designs? Okay, what is your... Okay, that kind of thing you love to do. Under where do you fall? Who are your clients? What kind of people should you look for to? Okay, you need a camera. What kind of camera do I need? You just think all camera is camera? That iPhone 24 you are looking for, is it your business that need it? Abi, it's you. Look deep inside. Deep inside. Who needs it? I used to say something to myself. Me and my sister, we sleep in the same room as at today. When we finish praying and I still feel like sleeping, I will say, Hadassah, you know your bill. If everybody is sleeping, even you Hadassah, your sister is already in love. Somebody want to pay her bride price. You don't have anybody and you are sleeping. I said to myself, Hadassah, electric bill is 600, get up. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
See, don't let anybody tell you business is easy just because it's hard. Cry if you need to cry, but wipe your face and face your challenges. I beg you, don't just do packaging. Work from inside out. Do you need a mannequin? Yes. Go and price the mannequin. Put the price on the wall and start finding a way. Do you need to lose weight? Yes. Start walking. Start by moving around. Because there's an adage in Yoruba that says, it's how we see you that we address you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? There are some corsets that your design, you know how to wear it, that will look good. You have sold it for 3 people now. They've not gotten how to wear it right. And you also have a body. Oh, God gave you a body. And let me tell you, I don't care your height, your shape, your waistline, but whatever body God has given you is the body you will use for business. That is what you have. Just make sure it's in the right shape and use it for what you need. Pick up a book and read it. Listen, see, leave all the red carpet alone if that is not your motive, and focus on yourself. How many satin do you recognize? Do you even know the fire experiment? If a customer brings you a design, can you guess the price accurately? Huh? It is well.
Thank you so much, Madam Adasha, just like I've always said, I permit you to always come in. I know you come through the back door, but you're permitted to always come in. Thank you so much for always sharing your thoughts, for not always holding back. Adasha with the fire. Please go and add fire emoji to your name so that anybody that comes in contact with that name, they will know that yes, you carry fire. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I want to believe that Dovik signature. Thank you so much for the gift. Everybody giving me gifts. I really appreciate you. There's no way I can acknowledge it while my guests were speaking, so that was why I had to keep quiet. I think styled by someone actually gave me a gift, and different people gave me gifts. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So Dovik's signature. I want to believe that your question has been answered, and Madasha has actually shed more light to some of your concerns.
More than,
What
like
do you say?
more
More
than.
than, yeah,
She
yeah.
has spoken very well, because I even had an idea. I was like, okay, what even touched me now is your body. No, she don't care how your shape is, but that your body, use it to package your business. Because seriously, sometimes I'll just go and look for people. I'm like, please come and help me and model this. I'm slim. I'm not that fat, so I just feel like I'm size 6. So I just feel like people that are size 8, 10, 12 are the people that are good for modeling. But right now, she's just made me understand that I myself, I can model my products, I can make it look good, and people will still patronize me. Seriously speaking, she has really spoken well. And now I won't even go and look for a mannequin again. And also a very good phone that when I snap, it is going to come out very clean and presentable, and also have a cap lock that when I'm showing somebody anything, at least he will see it clear, not the one that will show him before we see the other picture. They have seen 10 of my picture that I have snapped with friends and other things. Like, seriously, she has really spoken well, and I really appreciate. I will be
Okay.
joining this platform almost every day. I just came through it today, and
Okay.
it's
Thank you so
motivating.
much. Thank you so much, ma. I don't know if Dim Sony Stitches actually wants to say anything. Please, are you there? Do you want to say anything before I wrap up this session? Because I think we've spent about 2 hours here now. We started exactly 8 o'clock. Okay, I don't think she has anything to really say. Thank you so much. So now I appreciate everybody that took part in this session. We are here for just one reason: to educate fashion designers, fashion business owners. You see, myself, Bet, AS, there's another person. I think his own class is on Thursday by 8 p.m. But I don't think he has started this year. But myself and Queen Bet, we've actually been very consistently doing this. Madam Bet's session is always on Sunday by 7 p.m. UK time for those of you in the UK, and 8 p.m. for those of us in Nigeria. Thank you so much, everybody, for being part of this session. But then there is one thing I always say: please, it is not enough for you to just listen to a session. No, don't just listen to a class, but please, implementation is always very key. Now, please don't beat yourself. Don't beat yourself. It is not a must for you to implement everything immediately. No. Okay, AS is here also. He said he's still booting. But then you can always go through his page. He has, the way he's always bringing out some of those lessons. Sincerely speaking, it is enough for us to really turn around our businesses. So it is not enough for you to just attend classes. Yes, I attended Otumba's class. Madam Adasha was spitting fire, blah blah blah, and the likes. No. It shouldn't just be about that. How about you implementing what you have learned in class? That is the major thing. That is one thing I always tell people. Now, it is not something that you implement at once. It is one step at a time. Please just try as much as possible. Jot down what you want to do, and do well to make sure that you implement it. Implementation. This session this class, everything that Madam Adasha, Queen Beth, everybody have said will be a total waste if you don't implement it. It will just be a total waste. And I know we wouldn't want all these things to be a waste for us. Please, implementation. Listen, you can be a big brand. You can also become a big brand. But then, how well are you ready to implement? How well are you ready to implement? You are not implementing. You are not, personal development. You are not developing your business. Your business is not growing. See, your business can only grow if you, the owner of the business, is also growing. If you, the owner of the business, if you are not growing, your business will never grow. Your business is a reflection of yourself. Your business is a reflection of your mindset. If you have this mindset that it is only people that have money that their business will grow, that mindset will limit you. Am I saying that it is not good to have money? Because money is good. Let me tell you, Madam Adasha said something. When I got my new office, I know the amount I was paying before for the place I was using. When I now got the new office, it was more or less like ×6 of the amount I was paying. Renovations alone, it's not a full renovations like that, just painting and the likes. Painting, rewiring, everything alone took almost 1 million naira from me. As in a small, not really a small space though, about three bedroom flats. I'm not talking of the rent. So just like fashion, it's not easy. Fashion is not cheap. It is expensive. But like I said, we are sharing our experiences, how we started, and how we are able to keep growing. One thing you should make sure you keep working on is keep growing yourself. And while you are growing yourself, make sure it is reflecting in your business. Listen, people will treat you the way you treat yourself, the way you present yourself. That is how they will treat you. If you don't present yourself the right way, forget it. They will never treat you the right way. How many of you here? This is one of the things we are discussing at the Business Academy. How many of you here will want your child to do what you are doing? It's a big question. My son will confidently tell people in his school, my daddy is a fashion designer. The reason is because he loves what he is seeing. Yes, someone said me. He loves what he's seeing. But how many of you here can, how many of you, your children will say that I want to be like my mommy, I want to be like my daddy? It is not everybody. Some of you here, you can say that, yes, fine. But it is not everybody. The moment your answer is a no, then you need to start working on something. You need to start working on yourself. Are you trying to create, do you intend to leave your business for generations to come? Or you just want to use it to just eat now and just go? A lot of things need to be attended to. So this video, this live session will be uploaded on YouTube. My question, the previous videos that we've been having here, it has been uploaded on the Fashion Entrepreneurs Business Academy's YouTube channel. So if you check through my profile, you will see the link there. You can always go there to go and watch it. This one also will be uploaded there. So I appreciate every one of you for coming around. Please make it a date on Sunday by 8 p.m. I am going to post it here also. And once the session starts as well, I will post it on everybody so that everybody will be a part of it. Thank you so much. Madam Adasha, there is a way you...
Sorry, before you go, please. Someone was saying that because when Madam Adasha was talking, someone was saying that that when she said you can start at your comfort zone, like at home, without getting a shop, and someone was asking a question, and the person was saying that what if you relocate to a new environment? How can you start a business at home when people don't know you in that environment?
Okay.
Like I saw the question on the comment section.
Okay, you see, when I relocate, like I said, I started my business working I don't say that I work from home. I say that I work remotely. When I started my business and I relocated to Akure, I was still working remotely. Guess what? I am always going out there to go and look for customers. You see, there is one problem with you. If you are working from home, you don't just sit down at home and you think that the customer will come and meet you at home. That is just it. Now, everything I am saying what has been working for me. What did I do? I go to eateries. I am a male designer. I think either Beth or Madam Adasha, we have to talk for the female designers here. What I do, me being a male designer, what I do is I go to different eateries. That's where I'm always fixing appointments for my customers. You know, we male tailors, we don't need anybody to come and do fittings. So what I do is virtually all eateries in Akure. That is where I always make sure that I know where those eateries are, because in case I want to meet a customer, I can just tell them that let us meet at so place. The reason is because I am working from the house, and that is why, you know, Lady Beth said something. Please, when you are doing this thing, please don't stay long there for a very long time. It got to a point, I must confess to you, I couldn't continue like that again. I couldn't continue like that again, because I was now beginning to, like, you know, customer wants to meet me, I must always be the one to always go out, and I am spending. So you can do that for a while, but if you just relocated to a new place, please do well to study your environment very well. Go out for marketing, dress well. As in, you just have to do all these things yourself. You don't just sit down in the comfort of your home and you expect the customer to come. When you're working from home, is it advisable for a client to come take measurements? You know, I just told you what I do now. So Queen Beth or Madam Adasa, please, can you just speak now? Talking about this for those in the female space, please. Queen Beth, are you there? Madam Adasa, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm just waiting on Queen Beth.
Okay. I don't think she's here.
Okay. If you don't want to do something, you will see every excuse not to do it. If you are really hungry, okay. When I started sewing, when I came to London, I came to my grandmother, so I was in my grandma's house. I don't know anywhere. My grandma is already in her 80s when I came, so she can't take me anywhere. But the very first week I came, I started walking. I walk because I want to know, okay, I pray, I walk. So some of us, we are pastors' children. We've been taught when we were growing that when you get to a new location, once your feet hit the ground, bam, you walk around and you introduce yourself. Hello, so place. My name is so. I am here. The Bible says, wherever I put my feet on, he has given to me as an inheritance. Therefore, I command. That is the way I was brought up. So when I came, after we did our organ, it was winter. I can't forget. I stepped outside and I started walking. And I started speaking to the land. So if you relocate at first, I hope you have gone there to speak to your ground. I hope you have opened the door of the territory. I hope you have told the territory whatever bind order will not bind you. You have not, and you want to do business. You think business is ordinary. All that calabash you see in the 3 square places, you think is a joke. Okay. Sorry about that. Let me go to the real question. So I started walking. The first thing I did was I went into every fabric shop that I know around me. Hello, good afternoon, ma. How are you doing? I'm nice the first day. You can't just walk up to people and tell them, I come because I want to get customers from you. No. You look at the fabric, and then if it's a fabric shop, somebody will come in and want something that they don't know how to. Then you advise them, oh, this is print. What would you like it for? Be of help. Introduction to any new system. Free service of your knowledge. Oh, what will you like? Oh, skirt and blouse. Oh, this print is better. Let me see this color on you. Move back a little, ma. You have introduced yourself. If you help the shop person and you help the customer, the next time another customer is there and they are not sure, they will wish that you are around. Once you become frequent, they will say to you, oh, are you a tailor? I'm talking about female. Once you say yes, where do you sew? I sew in so place. They will start calling you by themselves. Hello, there's somebody in the shop that's looking for a tailor. Where are you? That's how I started getting my first set of jobs. I will rush down there, collect the job, run back, come and do what I need to do. That's how you start. That is how I started. I was sewing from the house. It was my grandma's house. People cannot come. That's why I say when you don't want to do something, you will see every reason. Dear business owner, don't compare yourself. Your journey is your journey. Be proud of where you are. Where you are going to is so far. Don't start stressing from now. Gain momentum. Let me tell you, when you outgrow your room, you will know by yourself that you need to move. Nobody will tell you. Business is an entity by itself. And the business will continue to live even where you have passed away. Business has its own soul. You are not your business. Your business is itself. You are yourself. That is why you plan in a day to work, you get to the shop, you don't do anything that day because business is not working. And the day that business wants you to work from morning to night, you cannot see anything. You will do that work whether you like it or not because nobody tell you when customer is coming. Walk around your area and look for fabric shop, look for different fabric, help people. When you get home, take pictures of different material from there. Go there. Oh, this is cashmere. If you're a Muslim, if you're a female, take picture of different Ankara that looks beautiful. Go on your timeline. Post it there. Different fabric. Ankara print I saw today, 6.5. Some of the fabric I saw today is community service. Some people have your contact that you don't have that will see that print and message you and be like, oh, have you got this? How much is it? Put the prices there. Oh, I like it. Oh, what is it for? It's for kaftan. Oh, how much is it? Add both sewing fee. Some prints you will put the picture there and they will ask you, oh, I like this. You only say it's for, they are only for kaftans. Oh, so how much is it? The kaftan with scarf. Put your sewing fee. You're already doing marketing in-house. Sometimes if they don't, when people say to me, oh, customers are not walking in, what did you put there that you want them to come and buy? Did you even live by yourself? See different material, do calculation. Okay, if I sew it, 1,000, material 600, zip elastic together 2,000. Put the picture of the free material there and say this fabric in kaftan only for 3 people. If 10 people message you, it's only you that know you sew for 10 people. But you've made this exclusive design. Put it up on your story. Fabric of the week. Put 10 there. Put 5 there. Fabric for the week. A-line design. 2 pieces only available. Even if 10 people buy it, now only you know, say you sew for 10 people. Sometimes it's not because there is no job. It's because you did not create a job. Do you understand? Be familiar with those who sell material around you, even if you are sewing in the house. And if you are sewing at home, make your environment neat. Women always fit, so they will come to your house. And you know that when customers come to your house, your disrespect level will be higher. They will see you finish when they come. And that is why I used to say to you, if you are sewing for the first 5 years, I forgive your failure. But after 5 years, there's something wrong with you if you did not grow. After 5 years, there's something wrong with you. So you stay in your shop, you stay in your house, you say you don't have job, but you've not presented anything to the world to buy from you. You stay in your house, you don't have shop, but you've not gone to the market and say, oh, fabric for the week. Oh, I saw some luscious fabric. Oh, if a bride need fabric, these are the kind of fabric I have seen. Don't put the address there. They will call you. See, there's something about my people that put fear in my... You will almost want Jesus to come and die again on the cross of Calvary for you. It's not possible. If your home is where you have for now, in fact, it's because you are where you are, new location. You come abroad and come and rent shop. Your blood pressure no go touch ground. Even come abroad. You big designers, they are sewing in their room. Because rent is one thing though. Rent, electricity, one thing. Business rate, another one. Then you see that painting we paint outside the shop. That's another one. Then the name writing. If I start giving you receipt of how much I say when it took me 2 years. 2 years before they could paint the front of my shop. 2 years. The people that left my shop, they were in restaurants. I had restaurant address in the I had restaurant name. I can't afford it. When the painter said we collect 1,009 for painting, and the writer said we collect 900, Nobody told me that they collect that kind of money, and the government still need to approve it. They gave me the colors, yes, before I can use the color that I want.
Wow.
And I still have to pay the government. You will see something catering and dresses in the window. What do you want me to do? That's why I said to you, when God starts you in a room, there's a timer ticking. That grace will leave you. When the time comes for you to leave that room, everything will work against you to leave. Your customer will not want to come there. Your people that you are living with, even if they're your parents, they will begin to stress you out. You will be overworking. You know it's time. You will have made enough savings to get out then. And that is why, dear business owner, the money you are making today does not belong to you. They are the seed for your future. You are not your family's helper. You are not El Shaddai. The money is not your own. Be accountable. Be responsible. Learn to say no. When they ask you for money, you can't say no. Your ego is making you feel like I made it. They say I can't make it. I may tell her I make it. You did not make it. You are wasting your future money. Your destiny will ask you. You have 10 customers to go. You think you are good. You are not good. There's a favor speaking over you for your future. Don't be a bad manager. Save that money. Your future is coming to ask you for that money. Your future is coming to ask you. The opportunity will come and you will have nothing to show. And then that is when you will realize you are a bad manager. Learn to say no for the sake of your future. When your opportunity comes and you miss it, sometimes it takes another 10 years for you to have the opportunity, and then you don't have strength because you have old, you've aged, you have aged. It's not every time they beg you for help that you say yes. Learn to say no. Remember, when push comes to shove in business, only you know the dreams in your heart. Eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, neither has it come to the heart of man. Even when people want to carry you, you will still have to carry your hand up first. Just because you are making money today does not mean you will make the same money next week. The money for today is the seed of your future. The money for today is the future that you are looking for. It is the common entrance fee for your future. It is the WAEC money for your future. The future for your children yet unborn. That money you have today, when you waste it, your children will not be able to have the right life. And you know deep down in your heart, it's not because God did not provide it. It's because you are irresponsible. Start where you are and be accountable. Thank you so much.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much. You've actually said a lot tonight, and I don't want to add to any of this thing again. So, I said something when I started this session. I said, during the course of this session, I said I'm going to create a community for those of you here. It is not Fashion Entrepreneurs Business Academy, but it's going to be a community so that at least whenever there is any update for you on anything, you have access to it. And at the same time, I'll be dropping some few things for you there as well. So watch this page. I'm going to drop the what do they even call it? I'm going to drop a link in my bio so that you can have access to it. So, Madam Adasha, please, I want you to end this session. There's a way you always end your session. So please do that for us now. Thank you.
Everyone, let's take a minute to thank Otuba for opening this platform to bring all of us together. Thank you, Otumba. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. May your seed forever be blessed. May it be counted as righteousness for you. Thank you, Queen Beth. You are the reason why I joined this platform. Thank you so much. You are a darling. I appreciate you. You are the best. I appreciate you so much. Ideal world. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm grateful. I want you to take a minute to pray over yourself. You are not a mistake. You are born for a purpose. You are created for a purpose. God knew you from your mother's womb. So thank God for your life, for your health, for your being, for your existence. Thank God for all He has done for you. It's a privilege. Some people learn this tailoring, but they could not do nothing with it. So thank God for you. Now thank God for the work of your hands. Thank God for everything He has done for you. IG, I'm well. Thank God for the business He has placed in your hands, for the location He has placed you. Thank God for where you are right now. Dead people are never in that kind of place. So it's a privilege for you to be alive. I need you to thank God for that. Then ask for mercy over your business, your career, your life, and all that you do. That the mercy of God will speak. It will speak concerning you. Begin to ask God for mercy in your life. Now raise your business towards God. The Bible says, will bless the work of your hands. So the work of your hands shall be blessed. You'll be blessed in the city. You'll be blessed in the field. It will help you. It will guide you. Now ask God for a seeing eye to see designs, creativity that will make a difference, creativity that will open doors. Ask God for a ears that hear, a ear that opens. When the right designs come, when the right client come, begin to ask God to open your mind to see things, to create things, to become the greatest. Now ask God to give you the version of God that, because He said He made us in His image. That version of Him in you that make you unique. Let God show you how to make the best of it. Then commit your challenges before God. Let Him help you. He's the helper of all, the lifter of all. He never looks down on you. God is the first designer. The Bible says He created man in His own image. So if He created man first, He's the chief of all designers. So thank God for that and ask Him to show you what to do and how to do. Now, I need you to begin to commit your business. Your business will not die. Your business will be known all over the world. All you need in your mind, in your design, people you need that will help you, God will bring them to you. People you need from the west, from the east, from the north, God will bring them to you. He will lift you. He will help you. Will send you help. He will redirect you. Those that will teach you, that will train you, that will help you, God will send them to you. Now, ask for your own audience, the right client for your gift, the clients that will help you, the clients that will lift you, the client that will make things easy for you. You need to commit them before God. Now ask God to help you to be decent, to be diligent, to be hardworking in all that you do. Ask God to show you mercy. Now ask God to teach you how to use your time right, how to spend your time right, because time is more valuable than money, and time is what you convert for money. So ask God to teach you how to spend your time in a way that it will be profitable unto you. At the end of the day. Now tell God to prepare you for the future that you don't know. The Bible says He's the Alpha and the Omega. He knew it, the future. From the beginning, He knows it. Now take a minute. Let's pray for Lady Buki. It's her birthday. And for everyone that has their birthday today, happy birthday to you. May God lift you. May God raise you. May God help you. Let's pray for Otumba one more time, that God will refill him. God will send him help. God will raise him up. And let's pray for Queen Beth, AS. They are doing us a good favor by helping us. Now, let's put everything to a close. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate you. You are the best. May the name of God be praised in our life. Thank you so much. Happy birthday, Mo Classic. Happy birthday, Beth Stitches. Happy birthday, Buki Stitches. God bless you. Thank you so much, Atumba. I'm grateful. Thank you, my Queen IJ. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Do have a wonderful night.